Get ready for the show that is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and maybe something that'll offend the hell out of you. It's the C&D No Bull Show, the show that discusses everything from politics to racing, breaking the issues down to terms even a prima donna can understand. So keep that Tylenol handy. Here are your hosts, Chris Mize and Doug Doc.
There we are. Howdy, howdy.
First off, I want to thank our veterans. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have an opinion for the short time we're probably going to be allowed to have one. So
What are we going to be allowed to have?
Short time we're going to be allowed to have our opinions thanks to the veterans.
Yeah,
it's slowly going away, but thank you, veterans. Thanks all the military overseas in the homeland. I want to thank you guys fighting for our freedoms. Want to thank the National Guard, who's going to have to stay on a little longer up in D.C. because we got a bunch of chicken shit fucks up there that don't agree with fences on the border, but barricade themselves in while they sit at 2 a.m. middle of the night on Friday night and make deals. Thank you, National Guardsmen. We're sorry that you're being used like you are. Want to thank all our first responders, EMS, firemen, policemen, doctors, and nurses through these times. We appreciate all you guys. There's so much, Doug. I don't even know. We got from Pepe LePew all the way to the
right.
congressional hearings.
Look what I got in the mail.
What is it? I can't.
That's what I said when I got it. I go, what is that? So I Googled it. This is called a telephone book.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I went, telephone. So I had to Google telephone to figure out what that was.
Yeah, no shit. Home phone.
Apparently, look at that. You can carry this around.
Yeah.
If you need a phone number.
Has it got cell numbers in it?
No.
How's you going to do is call a home phone. Hi, you've missed me. Please reach me on my cell.
Book. Who uses this?
Nobody.
All right. Okay, then it's going to right where I was going to put it.
Right in the file?
Right in the file, yep. In case I ever need it.
Well, hey, first, did you check? Daddy says that if we're at 50 per 100,000, all restrictions will be lifted.
Okay.
For 7 days.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
Is it 14 days? I thought it was.
I think it was 2 weeks, but anyhow.
Well, then in 2 weeks, we should be lifted, according to my math. I don't know what kind of math they're using, but according to the math that I have. Am I wrong?
No. And again, it depends on what kind of math they're using.
50 per 100,000, correct? Is that the number we were told?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So if we have 11 million in Ohio, okay. So, do the math. We at what, 5,500 per day? We should be good.
Right.
Huh? We closed the fucking state for 400 to 600, Doug.
Yeah, I remember that. That was about a year ago this week.
Yeah, then we put masks on everybody at 1,300. But now as we're coming down at 5,500, we're doing good.
We are.
We're opening up.
Yep, West Virginia did.
Now, the next question, I roll right into what we were talking about. The vaccine come out. Johnson & Johnson's come out, one shot. They started distributing that last Monday, I believe, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm behind the animals.
Pfizer, Moderna, whatever the
Moderna.
So, guys like me, anybody else, if you want, I don't care. Whoever wants a vaccine, great. If not, that's your choice. I personally am going to get it. But
you got to wait.
I got to wait.
I
got to wait because I'm in a group. I type 2 diabetes and this, that, and the other, but some freaking apes in San Diego can get it.
That's right, 8 of them. So you're behind. You're behind the
I'm
apes.
behind a freaking ape. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? We're on planet of goddamn apes now, huh? What?
It, it is true. We're not making this up. The apes over in 9 of them at San Diego got COVID, so they got their shots, their vaccine, a couple days ago, late last week.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Ape. You got COVID.
So,
What? Yeah, I know. Everybody's opening up. West Virginia, Florida, Texas. Texas got a whole nother crop of issues on their hands that we'll address here in a minute. It's opening back up, and let me tell you, in my opinion, this vaccine didn't just appear from January 20th till now, Doug.
no, it went to the apes.
It went to 8, 9 of them went to the apes. But I'm just saying, the past administration had a lot to do with that, and moving along so it could get distributed. I mean, it's easy to sit up front and take all the credit when 10 months before that somebody started fighting for this. No shit, right turn, Clyde. I wonder if that's an orangutan. I wonder if don't you remember Any Which Way You Can, Any Which Way But Lose, the movies with Clint Eastwood? Right
Yes.
turn, Clyde.
Right.
But so we're looking that people that actually need the vaccine or want it, they'll tell you everybody needs it. We're looking, there you go. We're looking at people in California that can't get it yet, but 9 damn apes got it because they tested positive for COVID.
Well,
Or a couple of them tested positive, and then they vaccinated the other 9, or what? Hey, give me a break.
Listen, they don't have a voice. They have to. Somebody dug around.
They're trying to make we ain't got a voice either, Doug.
The what?
They're trying to make it to where we don't have a voice either.
Then we might get in line with the apes.
Unbelievable. And that's the craziest governor. Well, you know what? Governor Gavin isn't the craziest. Governor Homo in New York is.
Who?
So, Governor Cuomo.
Oh.
Do you not hear when I say Governor Homo good?
I thought you said something else.
That's Governor Cuomo.
Okay. It's just sometimes it comes out. Yeah, maybe it's the speakers. I don't know.
It must be my mic. I don't know.
But a couple more people come out. He did the dirty deed with them.
Evidently, he's not a homo, huh?
No, not at all. And did you hear he blames his dad?
Well, here we go with the blame game. So let me go back a while ago when he was the left side's golden boy. In New York, everybody was talking about Governor Cuomo, and Trump hated him. Trump said back then, he's a dirty politician. He's crooked. You're going to find out. He cries all this stuff. He's doing shit. He should be in jail. Huh. Here we are 10 months later. What's going on in New York? There's a lot of shit coming out. I mean, even his own party's asking him to resign.
Yeah.
Even his own party. I mean, he shouldn't just resign. He should be tried, indicted.
On which part of this?
All of them. All of it. What he did with the nursing homes, what he did, the sexual harassment.
Now, I'm not going to defend him, but I will say this, that from what I heard, I wouldn't say it's right or wrong, but I would understand a little bit more. when they put these people into hospitals, they weren't counted into the nursing home part of it, even though they were from nursing homes. And that is what they're kind of putting out right now is, hey, we goofed. We didn't count them. If they died and they were in the hospital, it wasn't counted against nursing homes.
Let me address something, Greg. I don't know in New York. I'd imagine they were. I will tell you, international unions backed Biden. Local unions did not in Ohio. I know that for a fact. Local 18 did not endorse Biden. We wanted nothing to do with them. To get right down to it, Local 18, Trump was at 2-3 years ago, Local 18's training center in Richfield, Ohio. They welcomed him in. He had a big speech there. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. International unions backed the left side. A lot of local unions did not. So, you're right in one sense, but I don't know what Georgia and what New York, but I can tell you what Ohio did. And you're probably right. But, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, he should be investigated. All these sexual harassment charges and all this other shit
Definitely.
investigated. They're more and more keep coming out. He will not. I guarantee you're going to have to impeach him. He won't resign. He's not going to resign.
Well,
he's a joke. Him and his nipple rings are a joke. He's got nipple rings, Debbie. Debbie looked at me like I had worms coming out my mouth. They were on his shirt that one day when he was out golfing. Because golf was a form of, what was it? Exercise, Doug? Recreation and exercise?
yeah.
You could golf through the pandemic, but Lord forbid you wanted to do anything else. It's, and that ain't even the worst part. Our Congress goes in at 2 a.m. Friday night and votes the stimulus package, puts it through. And then we turn around by Saturday afternoon. Senate passes the stimulus bill. Now, aside from everything me and you just talked about for 20 minutes, Doug, all the bullshit in that stimulus bill,
I didn't see any.
how the hell did they pass that bill that quick when it took weeks when Trump was out of office?
I gotta find. So there's a lot of questions about the bill, and a lot of people are saying stuff.
Some of it ain't true.
When you got to be a scholar to read through some of this stuff. First of all, it is 591 pages. Now, the first thing that came out was, they're subsidizing
Black farmers.
Now, we looked at it, we just read it, and the way it's put out there is, what did I say? It didn't say black farmers. It said,
it had nothing about your race.
Disadvantaged. It said disadvantaged. Okay.
So
and
that could mean anything.
Right. And then when you actually read through it, it's about backing these farmers to help get food out to nonprofits. What?
Do me a favor, block that person. I don't know who the hell, some kind of spam bullshit. Get off our page.
Get away. Okay.
You're probably want to give the apes a vaccine.
You are gone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go.
All right. She's gone. He's gone. Whatever it was.
It,
It could be Facebook trying to get at us.
you know what? It was somebody that identified themselves as an
As
it.
yeah. I that's a whole different story. So let's talk about the agriculture part of it for the farmers. Basically, they're backing them. First of all, the story came out about 9% went to this COVID relief
15.
stuff, and everything else went to whatever. And I'm not so sure that's quite right, because I don't think the guy Barry, if you're listening, you can definitely come on.
Hey, he's not listening.
Barry, what's his last name?
Barry Moore.
Barry Moore, if you're listening. Barry said 9%, but did he not include this part of it, that's giving funds to farmers so that they can get food out to nonprofits and things like that?
I don't know. You come up with the number of 15%. I
Yeah.
know the number of 1 trillion is sitting there and hasn't been used from the past stimulus packages. Now, whether that's allocated out for 2022, 2000, no, I just ain't in the mood for assholes like that, Greg. Come on, and I don't. But whether they come out and they got that allocated to 22 or 23 or whatever, I feel that trillion should have been used first. Then another bill come out for 22 or 23. We got 1 trillion left sitting there that's been unused, and we just put another 1.9 trillion in instantly. There's 300 million, 400 million going to Amtrak.
And so wait. So you think they were not affected by COVID?
I didn't say that. I just said there's 400 million going to Amtrak.
But it was with a disapproval of that. That should never have happened.
I don't believe so.
Why?
I believe, here, listen. We have small businesses that shut down in this country. Okay. And when I say small business, that could be up to $2, $3, $5 million a year businesses with revenue or whatever that come in. They were affected. They had to shut down. They might not have been considered essential. They can't, this, that, or the other. Yeah, we give a PPP out. We give this out. We give that. But these businesses that couldn't make it because, COVID, everybody was under quarantine, this, that, and the other. What about them? Because Amtrak's business was down. They're a multi-billion-dollar business. So we're giving them 300-400. What about these small businesses across the country? Where's their?
They're in there.
Where's their 100,000 check like Amtrak got?
I don't think they're getting a $100,000 check.
What are they getting?
$2 billion allocated to restaurants and bars.
$2 billion for the United States.
Mm-hmm.
$2 billion.
Yes.
Okay. So throughout the whole United States. So basically, you get a $10,000 check, shut the hell up, and be happy.
Do you think there's 2 billion restaurants?
How the hell? No.
Okay. So think about that for a moment.
Who's going to get it first?
I'm sure the big corporations.
What about mom and pop store? What about Star Diner in Norwalk? What about Diana's Deli in Sandusky?
All right.
Let's be fair about this shit. I'm being honest. What about them? Am I going to walk into Diana's Deli next week and George's going to go, hey, I got me, X amount from... No, he ain't going to get shit.
Okay, there's $25 billion to provide grants to restaurants and bars that lost revenue during the pandemic. That lost revenue.
Okay.
So and I'm sure there's a lot
So let
more.
me ask you a question. What
Read it.
McDonald's? How many billions of dollars a year does McDonald's deal in?
That what?
Does McDonald's do? What's their? Are they a 2, 4, 5, $6 billion company?
Well, see, you would have to actually read that to see if they're even eligible for it. They stayed open the whole time. So,
Yeah, but you telling me they weren't affected? Amtrak stayed open the whole.
and you say they aren't affected,
I'm just the airlines.
and they're not affected. So let me go back up to that and how they actually wrote that in.
300, 400 million, Doug.
Okay, increasing funds for disaster relief fund for to. I don't know why this is in transportation, funeral expenses. Provide grants to transit agencies, 28 billion. Provide grants to airports and aviation manufacturers, 11 billion. Provide grants to communities under economic stress, 3 billion. Grants to Amtrak and other transportation related spending, 2 billion.
Read that last one again.
Grants to Amtrak and other transportation related spending. What did you want them to do?
Take care of our small business first, then go up to higher corporations.
Well, they did.
Well, okay.
25 billion.
I'll agree to you. I'd agree to you when I can walk in a Star Diner
First of all,
or Diana's Deli.
for small business, $50 billion was set aside for small business.
When I walk in there and they say they got a check for relief, then I'll believe it.
Well, call them.
I mean, that's just. I'll call them. I'll have George come on.
Yeah.
He was stuck in Greece for a while.
Yeah.
But regardless, we could sit here and debate for hours about what's in that bill, what shouldn't be in that bill, and how many millions, billions go to foreign countries.
Now, there was foreign affairs, 10 billion, but it doesn't say what foreign affairs are.
Right. Okay.
So
another 30 million in Afghanistan for a gender study. Yep, I'm a guy.
Here's your 1.9 trillion.
Yeah.
So another thing that came up was House Resolution Bill 5 was added into this, and I haven't read the 591 pages, so it may be in there, but it may not be in there. And House Bill 5, and what that is, and here is House Bill 5. Let me do this so you know that I'm saying what's here. This is House Bill 5. And down in here, it's all about lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer, referenced as LGBTQ. And what they're saying is that
queer. Does it say queer in it?
Yeah.
That offends me.
All right. So sorry. But
so if I walk up to a gay guy and I say, "Are you queer?" He's not going to be offended?
I don't know.
Is that like Biden saying last week? What am I doing here?
Right.
So I'm asking.
Anyhow, they're saying that there's a bunch of subcategories like the LGBTQ women and the discrimination that they have, the LGBTQ youth that are in foster care is not being treated the same as if their counterparts. It's now become a federal statute that if you discriminate based on that, then you got issues.
Okay. We got that cleared up. Now let's go
Right.
back. So if I go out neighborhood and I put it on Facebook, I'm having a game of Smear the Queer, playing football. I'm okay with that now, right? I'm just asking. The government's okay with putting that word in a bill. I'm reading it. You see, if you go out of business. Yeah, yep. You know, there's a small business right there, Greg. Ask him how it's working out, how much help he's getting from the government. Let's see if he gets. Amtrak's getting 300 million. What's Greg getting?
They aren't getting 300 million. Come on.
2 billion was set aside, and they were specifically named Amtrak and other transportation.
You're gonna make me look this up again.
So I want to get back to this queer thing.
Okay.
How's come they're allowed to use that word, but if I say it on Facebook, I'll get a
Well,
smack
they
in the
were
ass.
taking the LQBGTFRHMO and NOP, and they were saying what each of those meant.
Queer is a slang name for gay.
What am I supposed to do about that?
I'm just saying. We can't have Dr. Seuss and oh, he did.
Hold
Oh,
on, and
Dean's-
he did get some money.
okay. I want him to get more though.
Well, we're working on it. Jesus.
I can't watch Dr. Seuss. I can't watch Pepe Le Pew.
You're upset about Pepe LePew? Let me tell you about Pepe LePew.
Oh, here we go. I think the French should be offended.
Let's see. Now, they just took one of the little cartoons that they did. He grabs, kisses a girl, stranger, repeatedly without consent and against her will. That's part one. Part two, she struggles to get away from him. He won't release her. And number three, he locks the door to prevent her from escaping. How are you not
What was
marred
that?
by that?
What was that song of the year that's on Facebook? That singer woman. Y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. You seen it? There's a song of the year with a title. I'm gonna wait for somebody else to put it up. That's okay, but Dr. Seuss and Pepe Le Pew ain't. You look it up on Facebook, it's all over Facebook. They're trying to, it's taken out of context. There's warnings going up all over it now.
Okay, so here's this guy's thoughts on old Pepe Le Pew. This helped teach boys that no didn't really mean no, that was a part of the game. The starting line of a power struggle. It taught overcoming a woman's strenuous, even physical objections was normal, adorable, and funny. They didn't even give the woman the ability to speak. She didn't speak in this.
Okay. Todd Livengood.
What?
Just Todd Livengood in the comment section. Just put the name of that song up. So Sean Klein. That was the name of the song of the year. And they're pissed off about Pepe Le Pew. Give me a fucking break, Doug. Are you kidding me? We can't swear on this show. We're not supposed to, and I'm sure sooner or later they're going to throw this show off, and I don't even give a shit no more. I'm going to say what the hell I want, because when song titles like that are allowed to play, we're pissed off about Dr. Seuss books and Pepe Le Pew and Yosemite Sam.
Hold on. Let's
that's a fact.
Let's take a look here. Here's Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah. 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 Oh boy.
Huh? Look at that. She can't get away. She's struggling to get away.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, look at this. Oh no, he's so upset.
Yeah, we
Ah, he
found
got
her.
her back.
But this is offensive.
Yes,
Let
she
me
got
ask:
away.
Does anybody have that song?
You know what? We will get blocked if we play it.
Oh, well, I'm just asking. Anybody have that song? Oh, well, we won't play it.
Huh?
Yeah, grade school kids. Grade school kids are blaring this song that's being played. Have you, just in case anybody, have you watched anybody that has a kid that plays Nintendo or PlayStation, whatever the hell it is? Some of you guys play it yourselves. Have you watched the graphics in Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, have you watched the graphics in that? We ain't saying a damn word about that, but we're talking about that cartoon right there. It's a joke. This country's a joke. A joke. What have we become, Doug? We're okay with that kind of music blaring over the radios. Grade school kids hearing it, junior high school kids, high school kids. You got to pull up to a stoplight and listen to this bullshit blaring out a window. But oh my God.
I, I can't even read the lyrics to this thing. I would be reading the lyrics to this.
And that's okay.
I am now, and I'm not even saying them out loud. Beat it up, nigga. Catch the charge. Extra large and extra hard.
That's okay.
God,
What you just said.
I
That's
can't
okay.
take that.
That's okay. We can let junior high kids and everything and put it up as song of the year. But Lord forbid Pepe Pew kisses another skunk or cat. He always chases cats. You know, Lord forbid Dr. Seuss is on TV. It might scar the kids. But Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto and
I'm horrified.
songs like that, that's okay.
I am horrified by this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Jesus.
And we're worried about cartoon characters.
Poor Pepe LePew.
We ought to send that to Coke,
Who?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Just doing my part, Coke. You know what? It's
Have you listened to this song?
no. I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna
How'd you
listen.
know about it?
It's been all over Facebook. I've went and checked it out. You know, I haven't listened to it. I've seen the words to it and shit, and I haven't. You know,
Wait a minute. They said that's art.
so it's cartoons.
It actually is. Cartoons are actually art.
Yeah. So what's the fucking difference, Doug? You know. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know what are they going to change it to.
Honky barrel.
We're allowed to say that. Honky barrel. Come on down to the honky barrel. We changed the name so you white folks wouldn't be offended to Cracker Barrel. You don't mind honky, do you?
Wow.
I mean,
when's this all going to stop?
it's not. It's not. 2022, if everybody gets their head. Here's the deal. We've been begging for weeks for someone to come on that voted for Biden, tell us, I don't want you fucking on the show. Stay the hell off first. Don't even watch our show. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. If you don't have the mentality to see what the hell's going on in this country, I'll take our 12, 15, 30 viewers, whatever the hell, get thrown off Facebook. I don't care. You are a complete moron that couldn't see this coming down the line to see what the hell was going to happen. They warned you shit like this was going to happen. Now these bastards up in Congress and these stupid fucking senators we got following like a little puppy dog to the people sitting over in the White House are going to change the Constitution on voting. That's what they're going after next, Doug. They want to change how the voting structure is. Shit that's been in place for years. It's in our Constitution, and these fucking morons want to change it. Why? Why? Because they know after this display of stupidity, complete, utter stupidity, going on in Congress, the White House, and everything else, they know that in 2022, they ain't got a shot in hell of keeping what they got. So they're going to change everything around. They're going to change it. We can't have a border. We can't have a border with the wall because it's fucking offensive. It's offensive. But yet they extended everything to May, and our troops are going to stay guarding the Capitol Hill and everything else till May. Why? What are they trying to get in? What are they trying to do? That they need a place that we own. Every American citizen that pays taxes owns that fucking Capitol Hill and owns that White House. They don't. Why do we got to keep a border around that? But you're telling me Governor Abbott from Texas has got to send National Guardsmen to the border because we got a rush coming through the border. Why? Where's the justification? It's the most hypocritical fucking thing that I've ever heard in my life, what's going on right now in Washington, D.C. And if you don't like it, Facebook, you can kiss my ass too. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's bullshit, Doug. I'm on the fucking edge of this shit. I even told you I'm probably going to have a meltdown tonight. We voted. Fine, you vote for who you want. I don't even want to hear it no more from some Biden supporter that's going to tell me, well, Trump talked like a bully. Well, give me a fucking break. I want a pussy in there. If they're allowed to say that in a song, I'm allowed to say it on this Facebook.
Right.
I want somebody that's a sissy in there. Oh, Trump wanted to start a war. He pulled people out. What's the first thing he does? He ain't even in office, 60 days? He's bombing them, starting shit with them.
Yeah.
You want to impress me, Biden? Let him play your goddamn Ukrainian tapes in Congress once. Let him play the tapes you had with them that you all fought and said them tapes had to have been heard with Trump. But you're fighting so hard that we can't hear them. We can't hear your conversation. Where's Hunter Biden? That's next. I wanted a shirt and race and said, where's Smoke Johnson? I'm going to have shirts printed. Where's Hunter? Where's Hunter Biden been? Where's his laptop? He ain't heard jack shit since they all took over Congress. Whatever. I won't disrespect a person for who they vote for. But you know what? This show says the C&D show. Chris and Doug. It doesn't say I'm a Biden supporter show. Or we'd be talking about transgender. You can use whatever bathroom you want if you identify. We can have a goddamn guy go up there as a transgender to Assistant Secretary of Health that doesn't answer Congressman's questions. Does not answer them, Doug.
Right.
And what the fuck? Does this guy get up and look in the mirror as he identifies himself and dress up? And man, I'm a beautiful woman. Holy shit. There ain't enough Jack Daniels and beer out there for me.
Right.
Come on. The dude weighs more than me, and he's going to be the Secretary of Health? What's he going to talk about? How to be a beast? give us experience about that, or his experiences, her, whatever. So our country's the laughing stock of the world right now. China don't have to invade us.
We're doing a good job ourselves.
Even that Rocket Man in North Korea, he's sitting back going, I ain't even got to fire a missile. Just sit back and watch this show.
Right.
We're the laughing stock. You think, honestly, let's get right down to it. Putin is really going to take Joe Biden or Harris serious?
Right.
You really think they're going to take him serious? Putin's going to laugh, say, you dumb son of bitches don't even know what gender you are. How am I supposed to take you serious?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what fucking bathroom to use. Come talk to me when you decide that, would you?
Right. I guess you can do that on the fly. Today, you know what? That was a nice looking woman. I'm going to go in there. I am identifying as a woman today.
Yeah, I'm. You know what? My name's Christine Mize today. Don't mind me, lady.
Hey, try to stand up and piss.
Yeah, I'm gonna squat today. If our Secretary of Health comes into the same bathroom tomorrow, sorry, ladies, I'm going to the guys.
Honestly, I don't know what the answer is anymore. If you listen to Barry Moore, is that his name?
Barry Moore.
Yeah, Barry Moore. That video that Chris put out. He's been in Congress for about 60 days, and he's stupefied by it. He one person knows that he can't change everything. That this stuff happens at 2:00 in the morning. So, there's Jamie Schramm. It's a woman today.
He gives you a look. If you watch that video, I know I'm going to have another one. I'm trying to calm myself down. If you watch that video, it really, Doug, you're right. He's pretty much got a look on his face like, what the hell am I doing up here? I don't make a difference.
Yeah, I think he said he's in charge of representing like 800,000 people.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't do it with what happens there.
Yeah,
I can't represent behind those walls. You can't do anything.
You're not in a boys' club, and now they got it clicked in. Now they're going to change the Constitution. We've heard about it, threaten, this, that, and we're all talking all this shit. Now they're going to change how the voting goes. Trust me. That's why they got fucking walls up in Capitol Hill. That's why they got it guarded. Unbelievable. I don't even think Saddam Hussein had that kind of protection around where he stayed, did he? If I was sitting in Capitol Hill right now, I'd want that too. I don't know where it's at, Chris.
I'm looking for it, and you know what? It's not on his. It's on his personal page. So let me go to his personal page.
It's on ours. We put it up. Unless Facebook and all their fucking wisdom took it. If you get done, Chris, scroll down from this show. We put it up this afternoon or this morning. But, you got actual people. And if we get thrown off here, sorry, people. But, it's a surprise I've been let go. We're still on. But Candace Owens, I'm serious. You all need to take a straight up, watch her videos, Candace Owens. You want to talk about a smart, intelligent person? She is.
Who's smart and intelligent?
Candace Owens.
Candace
Owens. She's a very intelligent person. She doesn't play any game. She just tells us straight out how it is. And that's why people don't like her. She's a little more polished than Trump was, but I mean, it's a fucking joke, man. It disgusts me. It disgusts me at 53 years old that the bill that they just passed, and this is fact, just put $17,000 debt to every person that's an American citizen in the United States, including my grandbabies. My grandbabies just inherited, my one grandbaby is going to be 2 years old in August. The other one turns 4 Tuesday. The other one's going to be 3 in June. The other one's going to be, 6, 7, or 8 in May. They've got $17,000 of debt.
Right.
Boom. Just by a 2 a.m. vote from Congress, the next day pushed through within 4 hours. How the fuck did they read 591 pages from 2 a.m. to the time they voted that in? You tell me. You tell me.
I agree.
And we're sitting here going, well, we're going to get a $1,400 check. Fuck.
Right.
$1,400 check, and everybody, you got half the world going, I'm going to get $1,400. No shit, you dumbass. Your fucking grandbaby and your kid just fucking inherited $17,000 debt on top of yourself and your wife.
Right.
Moron. $1 trillion sitting up there ain't even been used.
Yeah, I can't pull that URL off that. So if you go to our page and scroll down, you'll see it. It's still there.
And Jeff's right. They're trying to get 16-year-olds to have a right to vote. These dumb motherfuckers are eating Tide Pods 4 years ago.
Yeah.
They go to hospital, they get a cut at 16 years old. You better run down to the hospital because they ain't doing jack shit until you give parental permission. But we got it up in front of Congress that won't answer congressman's questions in a hearing, congressional hearing, wanting to push hormone pills that ain't even FDA approved without consent of a parent all the way down to 12, 13 years old. And we call ourselves the free world, the country of opportunity. We're the country of fucking Looney Tunes right now.
Yes, we are.
And we can't even watch Looney Tunes on TV because it might offend somebody.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's people that need help. I'm all about that. Not everybody in this country needs that $1,400 to put a debt of $17,000 on every person that's an American citizen. And that's okay. Let them come across the border because they don't inherit that debt. We just hand them fucking money. Say, hey, make sure you vote in 2022 because by the time we're done, you're going to be allowed to vote. You're a non-resident now, not an illegal alien. Let's just change the words to everything.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So Chris Stevens is going to send back his check, right?
No, he's not. I mean, I feel the same way he does. No, it's going to get deposited in a bank because guess what? I'm going to pay for it. My family's going to pay for it. It ain't free. There's nothing free in this country. That's what I believe that, Jeff. If we don't pay attention, that's exactly what's going to frickin' happen. They're going to rewrite all the rules and the Constitution on voting. Just like in Nashville, you don't hear nothing about Nashville. Boom, Christmas morning. Supercomputer's out now. Guess we can't audit all the computer vote. Boom, went right away. There's a lot of shit you don't hear no more from. President Trump does a rally down in Florida, and Jesus Christ, all of them got it on and they're fucking with them. That's national news. Oh, what's he up to now? I'd be worried too if I was sitting up there knowing what that man knows. Don't get me wrong, I didn't like everything he did either. Not one thing. But he sure the hell wasn't a communist.
Yeah, and you knew where he stood, no matter what. You didn't have this. You know how you can talk political and not really say anything. Trump didn't do that. What he said was not filtered.
You know, here, let's face it. We all know what the main scheme of things are going to be. Biden can't even remember where the hell he's at, why he's there. And that's not me making an accusation or an opinion. We showed it last week.
Yeah.
He forgot where the hell he was even at. Why? What am I doing here? Didn't even know what the hell he's doing there. I'm supposed. Well, you're taking that out of what he said out of context. How the hell? If I tell Facebook go fuck off, are they going to take that out of context, Doug?
Right. What did
Well,
he actually
Facebook,
mean by that?
you can't tell us that. Well, you took it out of context. They're going to tell me, no, we didn't. Boom. So, because I said it, and it ain't in their agenda, it's not out of context. But if somebody else says something that's in their agenda, they can say it's out of context no matter what. This is censorship at its best. Censorship at its best. You know.
Yes, it is.
You know, and that now everything's better. We're allowing states. You know, the governors are opening up. How many states opening up right now are Democratic states?
Well, I don't know.
I guarantee you, every single state that's wide open right now is a Republican governor. Guaranteed. Now, how can you say this? Just freaking amazes me. How you want to talk about an oxymoron? Here's one: the vaccine saving the world, saving the world. We're going to get better. We're on the offensive now. And this, in the words of our governor of Ohio, we're on the offensive now. Things are going good. We're at 4,000 cases a day. And if you go by their numbers, it's 5,000 some. You know, if you go to the 50 per 100,000,
Right.
you know, I mean, shit, we should be opened up. But in the same press conference, they talk about how this virus is mutating. Is it one of these, Doug? You know what I'm saying? Are they setting us up, giving us hope, just for when things don't go the way they want it? Up, we got to shut down again. This virus mutated. Shut her down.
Well, did you know one thing that did not make the stimulus package or whatever they're calling it?
What?
The $15 per hour wage, federal wage raise, was not in that bill. They took it out.
No, because that some bit's going to stroke a pen and executive order it probably.
That'll be bad.
Oh, well, go ahead. Let's get on that again. Let's give them 15 an hour. They're not making enough. But all you poor saps that worked your whole life paid in Social Security, we're going to give you 10, 20 bucks a month extra. By the time you put $15 an hour minimum wage in, you ain't even going to buy a Happy Meal, let alone a number one Big Mac meal.
And I seen this on Facebook, so it's got to be true.
Oh.
Steak and Shake.
Yeah, they're going automated.
Put in automated whatever they are, waiters.
They'd shove that in their ass.
Well, you know why?
Yeah, 15 an hour. They're worried about it. Can't pay it. They're saying they can't pay what they do now. Well, right. Here's a fucking novel idea, Doug. Improve your quality.
Yeah.
Huh? I like Steak and Shake, but listen, I don't go there much because I'm not paying $10 for a meal with a burger and fries and a pop. And the burgers, maybe you put 5 pieces of paper together, you got the size of their burgers.
but I
That's
mean,
got nothing to do with it, though.
um,
I guess we won't have them as a sponsor on our other show, huh?
nope. There goes another one. But a lot of them are. That's just one that is known. But look at
Listen,
what,
McDonald's got the kiosks right now.
huh?
McDonald's got them right now. You go in, you can punch your order in, go up. I don't use them. I don't use them. I mean, it's going to be wrong anyways.
Exactly.
No, okay. I said plain. What didn't you?
Right.
Well, sir, it's plain. You got piece of bun. That's it.
Right. Makes me want to go to McDonald's right now.
Yeah, not me.
I should put you on phone, and you should come along with me while I go to McDonald's.
Yeah, go to
I'd like to use your computer.
Excuse me, sir. Here's one. How many is this? This is what we teach our younger generation. Okay, how many times have you guys had this happen? I've had it happen a few. Walk in. Let's just say what I ordered was $7.85. Okay, so you give them a 10, and their computer cash register computer goes out, and they go. It's real simple. $2.15. What? Because that screen ain't showing you, you can't make change. What the hell are we teaching in our schools? I mean, seriously, is this a Common Core math thing? Well, here's $5. What do you mean? It was $7.
Or use your $7.85 and then give them $10.85 and watch the complete confusion.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah, why did you give me that? You had enough with this $10 bill.
Yeah, because I want 3 $1 bills back, you moron.
Right.
What'd they teach you in school? Well, they taught me if my mom and daddy disciplined me to let them know so the children's services come to my house tonight. Instead of getting my ass cracked, I only deserve a timeout. Have you seen the timeout trailer, sir?
They taught me the new math, and this wasn't in the new math.
Yeah, this wasn't in this isn't in the new math. It doesn't. I'm lost. I'm seriously. Have you ever looked at somebody when you done stuff like that, and the computer isn't? They're looking at you like,
yeah, yep, yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, we're in trouble. I'm sure after this show tonight, we're in trouble with Facebook.
I'm glad I'm on this side of all of this, and
I'm not.
I'll be gone here soon. I'm so happy. I look forward to it. My doctor doesn't think that's a great idea, but I'm like, I can't wait to get out of here. I can't stand it.
This is what's going to take care of us.
Listen, I have to tell you what happened with, and I still have COVID. Wait a minute, let me think through this.
Yeah,
I'm on my third 10 days.
Yeah, you're on your third 10 days, so your 30 days ain't up.
Okay, so here's what happened. When you get COVID, they report all that stuff, and then your county health department calls you, and they do contact tracing and make sure everything's all good, and you understand what you should and shouldn't do. So I did get that call.
Oh boy.
And they will not call me back, I'm pretty sure. So the lady goes, yeah, I'm calling on behalf of the Jefferson County Health Department. You were tested positive for COVID. Are you aware of that? And I said, hold on a minute. You said you're calling on behalf of the Jefferson County Health Department. So you are not the health department. We're calling on behalf of the health department. You didn't answer my question. She goes, no, I'm calling. I'm with the Ohio Department of Health. I said, are you the Ohio Department of Health? Why did you say that you were calling on behalf of the Jefferson County Health Department? If you're the Ohio, why didn't you just say I'm the Ohio Department of Health? And she said, well, because that's what we're supposed to say. And I go, so you're a third-party contractor is really what you're trying to say.
Yes.
She gave in. Yes. I said, okay, you should have just said that. I'm calling on behalf of I'm not a member, whatever. There was a
We're
different way.
calling for the Jefferson County Health Department as contractor checking up on your quarantine.
So now we finally start moving forward. And she said, you were tested positive for COVID on February 26th. So when did your symptoms start? I said the weekend of February 13th and 14th, more so on the 13th. She said, oh, okay, then you're good. You quarantined for 10 days. And I said, no,
I tested
didn't,
positive.
because I didn't know that I was positive with COVID. And she said, well, since it's been past 10 days, you're fine. And I go,
Okay.
yeah, I'm on my second or third 10 days now. And I said, but my doctor said I need to quarantine from the time that I was tested, not the time that my symptoms came in. Well, you can go with whatever your doctor said. So what are you doing? You're just doing what?
Yeah. What's your objective here?
So she says, so she goes through some of the symptoms, and I don't have any of the symptoms except the cough. And when it first started, stuffy head, lightheaded, that kind of stuff. But I said, Theraflu took care of all that except the cough, which I still have. So she said, well, once your symptoms are gone, then you're done quarantining. Okay. All right. So I move on beyond that. So she wants to know where I've been and who I've been in contact with over since I had this. I go,
4 weeks.
Yeah, for 4 weeks. She goes, you haven't went anywhere or been in contact with anybody? Nope. Well, don't you go to the doctors? Done online. And the only time I ever went to the doctors was to be tested. They came out to my car in some spacesuit and did this. That's the only time. And I went there and came home. Well, what about work? I work from home. So you don't even go into an office no, I don't. So have you been anywhere? Like, how do you get your groceries? They bring them to me. And I said, and
delivered with COVID.
I will tell you this, that I will say 99% of the time they are wearing a mask. They leave the crap at the door. I wait till they leave, then I go get it. Well, I don't understand how you got COVID. I go, well, that's my question to you. How did I get it if I haven't been anywhere or in contact with anything? Because you guys all said that it's through droplets, but that's obviously not true. And she says, well, who are you at home with? My dog.
Time for your dog to get a vaccine now.
So she's all befuddled about that. Nothing that they say, and I told her this, I go, nothing that you guys say make any sense. Nothing. And your numbers are all wrong. So here we go. I go, yeah, I do a little bit of DoorDash, so that's probably where I got it. But with DoorDash, they put it in a bag, they fold it over, and they staple it.
Here we go.
But
okay,
I know beyond
finish
that,
your story.
People do touch your food somewhere. But so I said, she said, if your symptoms don't get any better, then go to the hospital and get treated. And I said, okay. I said, am I one statistic or two? Well, you're one. I go, well, what if I feel better for a couple weeks and let's say the middle of April I go in? Do I become another statistic, or am I the same statistic that I am now? You're the same. So how do you know if this thing's going away or not if you're going to just keep me on number one and I get better and then a couple weeks later I get sick and I know damn well when I go to the hospital they're going to test me and I'm going to have COVID again. So am I one or two numbers? She could not answer that. That's not in her script.
You won't get another bother. They won't call you again.
Um,
They won't call you again.
fortunately,
It'd be just like last March and April.
right, right, right. Oh no, here he is again.
There he is. Oh my God, he caught it. Don't call it. Just let him do what he wants.
Right, yeah.
Our numbers are going down. Let him go walk around.
So when it comes to COVID, it I don't think anybody. I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned, and we'll get better at it for our next pandemic. We'll be way better. But
When the mutation
right
started,
now, they're all over the place, all over the chart.
it'll get better until they want to vote these rules in to change the Constitution about voting. You watch. Oh my God, the 5th and 10th mutation's taken off. Shut it down. And then it'll be a 2 a.m. vote, and Senate will push it through the next day, and you know we'll all be going. I wanted to call my senator. Oh, sorry, folks. Capitol's closed. We done voted. You know, I mean,
The fence is up. Sorry.
the fence is up. You paid for it, and now
Right.
And stop and think. All these states that got the National Guardsmen at DC, we're paying for that.
That's right. Yep.
We're paying for that. Here's some poor guy doing his country a service. He's got called up in January.
6th.
So now he no longer can go to work, and we are not even paying him hardly minimum wage to
Hey,
be up there.
we gave him pizza and cookies.
Yeah. No, we didn't. Biden's still investigating that, why they were in the garage floor.
Why was my wife in the garage with the National Guard?
I didn't know she was there. It's and to get back to that, 6 people touched your bag and your food and everything else before it went in.
Yeah.
And then they hand it out on a tray. We got contactless delivery to you at the drive-thru. What about the 5 other people just touched that shit, you dumbass? Just give me the bag. You know?
Right. Or
how about the next asshole that was in front of me sneezed on your tray, and now you put my bag on your tray?
Here's the other one, and I know this McDonald's here where I'm at does this. When you pull up, if you got money, you hand them the money, they give you a change. If you got a credit card, they slide the machine out the window and tell you to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't want to touch your credit card. It's been in your wallet and touched by only you.
Because here's why. Because it's plastic, and it's known according to the scientists that COVID will live longer on plastic. And here's where I'm getting at with these plastic trays and shit that they pass out the window that you take your bag off of. Do they clean that tray every single time it goes out the window? No. So if I go, Ash, oh, sorry, the next poor sap's bag's covered.
That's okay.
Yeah,
it's got on the tray.
Sorry. As long as you didn't get it on the bag you're taking home.
But you would think that dollar bills would hold more stuff in it. Lick a dollar bill one time.
Lick a dollar bill? I ain't licking a dollar bill. I lick $1,000 bill. It is what it is. I don't mean to get all wound up, but you know what? But we got disclaimers up. This is a mature audience. If you can't handle what I just threw my little hissy fit, swearing all over the place, then you don't need to watch. I don't care. I personally don't care. This isn't a show about popularity with me and Doug. I'm not a popular person. I'm hated by a lot of people. I'll go to bed tonight, sleep just same. I don't care. If you want to watch, that's fine. We're going to say some shit you might not agree with. You come on, disagree with us. That's fine too. But
I'd love that.
I no longer extend my shit to the Biden voter. I don't want to talk to you. Nothing I'm going to say is going to be polite and very offensive to you for what's going on. You got the right to vote. I respect that. I respect you got that right. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. That's fine. I respect that right up to that point. But what is going on in this country right now, the stupidity, I don't respect that, Doug. I don't respect that. And you're not going to say anything to me to justify a reason. Because the first word's going to, well, Trump this and Trump he was a bully. And now you want to hear the best one? Okay. So we're flooded with non-residents right now, right? Correct?
Uh-huh.
Guess what they're using right now?
What are they doing?
Guess what they're starting to use again?
What?
All them cages that were so terrible that Obama built that they blamed on Trump.
No.
Oh, yeah, go read it. Go read it. Yes, sir. They opened them, a lot of them up. They're going to use them. So is everybody going to go, oh, Biden's a terrible human being. He's putting these kids in cages. No, we're not going to hear that. You know, Trump didn't build the son bitches anyways.
Right.
Obama built them. Did that dumbass forget? He probably did that he was vice president, knew that shit was going on.
He don't even know where he's at or why he's there.
Oh, what year was that? 1980? That's when I got elected. I want to hear the outcry for a couple different things. And I didn't get into this, Doug. And I'm sorry, people. We're going over our golden hour, but I don't care. They started protesting in Minnesota today. You see that? Over George Floyd, the trial's coming up. Where the hell's the goddamn people protesting in Richland County? Where? That's 17 months. They ain't even finished an investigation. That investigation was finished in 4 days. There ain't none of us sat here and said that we all said the police were wrong. How them cops acted was wrong in that case. 17 months they haven't completed an investigation in Richland County, and not one damn protest or word being said.
And for those of you who don't know, that is in the Mansfield area. And we just watched a video about 5 minutes long of somebody dying right there within 5 minutes.
Go back a couple weeks ago. It's on our show. It's on our show. Not one thing. We haven't 17 months. We haven't completed an investigation. Nobody's marching. Nobody's protesting. So what I've gathered from today's show, okay, my life is a 53-year-old Caucasian male. One, doesn't mean shit, because that was a Caucasian male that got killed in Richland County, and nothing's been done. 17 months, and there's no outcry, no uprising. As Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters say, uprising. So that's a word I'm allowed to use. They used it. There's no protests. There's nothing going on. And the other thing is, 9 goddamn apes out in California get a chance to get the vaccine before me.
And you are not allowed to identify as an ape.
I tell you what, I'm gonna call the health department tomorrow and say, since we're in this transgender identifying world, I identify myself as an ape of a rare species. Therefore, I should be able to come in and get my COVID vaccine. How can they argue that? If we got the assistant secretary of health walking up there identifying himself as a transgender woman and not answering congressional questions, why would I not be allowed?
Yep.
It is what it is.
Let me know how it goes for you.
It's going to go to say, I guarantee you, by the end of the week, I still won't be allowed to have a vaccine. Then I might be the very last in line.
Call back and say you're a woman. I'm identifying as a woman today.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I feel like today I'm going to identify as I got type 1. Therefore, I'm on the list. I'm feeling a little sluggish today. I'm going to identify as a type 1 diabetic today. See how that works. What will they say? Well, you You have to have a doctor's. Da 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 da. We got to see paperwork. I got a set of nuts and a penis, but I can identify as a woman. But you telling me I can't identify as type 1?
Right. Right. Well, are you
Oh
going to
my
be okay
God.
with the women coming in and standing next to you?
I don't know. Shit, some of them be more scarier than men.
You know,
What are they going to back up the urinal? Hold on a minute. I gotta, didn't mean to leave the mess on the floor there, buddy.
they need to make this thing bigger.
Yep, they got. I can't quite squirt that far. I can't aim it and draw my name in the snow like you guys yet, but I'm working on it.
I can't run that fast.
I can't, you know, I mean, seriously.
I gotta take my pants completely off.
Don't worry about me. I'm just pissing sitting here. I'm not taking a shit, so you ain't got to worry, buddy. I tried the urinal thing. It didn't work.
Ah, shit, I forgot to dot the I.
What? I mean, seriously, this is what the world's coming to in the United States. And you just got to sit there staring at the wall. You know, Lord forbid you look over like that. What are you looking at? Just,
You know,
I was going to the circus, but you just saved me a bunch of money, buddy.
that's probably what people in other countries think of us. What a circus over there they've got. Anybody can do anything they want,
Yeah.
except voice your opinion.
Yeah. Well, it depends. You can have opinion as long as it fits the right agenda.
Right. But you know, and I seen this a couple days ago, probably on Fox or CNN or MSNBC or someplace. Guy said, "You know what? Everybody's got a right to their opinions. Say whatever you want, but you know what? You can't take the history away. Like these monuments that they brought down, you have to acknowledge that there was history here and this actually happened. And look where we've come from that to now. But whoever this cancel culture is really got things whacked. Gone with the wind. Bye bye.
Yeah. Franklin, my dear, I don't give a shit about your history.
Right, you're gone with the wind.
Yeah, Gone with the Wind. It's been out how many years? What's next? A Wizard of Oz?
A classic.
Because they have midgets in it? I'm serious.
Now you're gonna take another one away from us.
Am I wrong though? What? Some bitch gonna be sitting there, the guy that is all pissed off because he couldn't get Mr. Potato Head as a neutral gender potato head. Now he's mad because Hasbro said, that didn't work too well. We're going to stick to what we got. So what's he going to go after the Wizard of Oz? You know, Wizard of Oz is going to come up on it. You know, I wonder if these short people are offended. I sure am offended. They're kind of making fun of them.
Yeah, they made you little flowers.
I'm serious. I don't even know what to call them no more. We can't call them midgets no more. I shouldn't say it because that's offensive. Small people. Are we allowed to call people small anymore? Are we allowed to call them large?
Well, on our invite was a tranny reference
for transmissions.
And believe me, I picked the least offensive of the offensive because there was one with Bruce Jenner, and he said he was so excited he was leaking tranny fluid.
Yeah. He's leaking tranny fluid. What are you doing, Miss Jenner? That's automatic transmission fluid. I got a refill.
You know, I'd really like to get a whole list of the stuff that's been canceled, like Cops on TV canceled.
Yeah.
Live PD was canceled. Just there's so many.
Yeah.
The Brady Bunch is their time's coming.
Oh my God! You know what I'd love to see back? Archie Bunker.
Yeah, could you imagine him in today's world?
Him and George Jefferson. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. You know, oh my God. You're never gonna see another rerun of Archie Bunker. What was the name of it? All in the Family.
Yeah.
All in the Family. You'll never see a rerun. You'll never see one.
Right. Sanford and Son,
Oh,
that'll get attacked too, because they're stereotyping these guys to be living in a junkyard.
yeah. That was a great show too. Ain't seen that one. Won't be long. Andy Griffith be off show too. You know, Mayberry.
For what?
Well, who knows?
Well, he did have a son. He was divorced, living with his mom.
Well, he wasn't divorced. Didn't his wife die?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
You know, and you know what that dude stepped on? And it's the truth. And then I will end it. Women's rights have been pushed back 50, 60 years with what our politicians are doing with this transgender stuff. 50, 60 years minimum. And you know, I thought about that. If you guys sit and think about this, women have fought for their rights, and now you're telling me because Jim Bob wasn't good enough to even make the second string on the basketball team, goes home, lets his hair grow out, you know, and comes in the next season. I identify as a female, transgender. Oh, come on in. You're playing a women's basketball team.
Right. Boy, you are really good.
You're good.
Against all the females,
You're
the
good.
real ones.
Jamie, you're good. That's his new name, Jamie Bob. Instead
Jamie
of
Bob.
Jamie
Jamie Bob,
Bob.
you're doing really good out there.
Jamie Bob, you're getting a free scholarship. You know, I mean, stop thinking what I'm saying, though.
And we allegedly elected a female vice president. She's probably male, but and she don't seem to think anything's wrong with any of this.
Nope, all for it. And then that speaker in the house, that drunk. You know, all they do is feed her a couple things of vodka and then say, go vote this way. Okay.
Okay, whatever you say.
I'm going to be vice president soon, so it don't matter.
Right.
Everybody's got so much money they spend every month on food and everything. And Nancy Pelosi's alcohol bill for her Congress seat, what she charges is higher than everybody else's food. Unbelievable, isn't it? And we got people that actually think she's great. Nancy Pelosi's a good woman. For what? For what? She wouldn't even make a good transgender as a man.
All right. If we don't get kicked off, we're going to see you all next week. But I don't know how much.
I you know what? We get kicked off, people. It is what it is. I'm not. I'm gonna talk the way I talk, and if Facebook don't like it, anybody else don't like it. It's real simple. If you get offended by the show, don't fucking watch it. Period.
Right.
Period. I'm not begging people to watch this show. We're just saying our opinions that some people are afraid to say. I'm not begging you to watch this show. Don't click on it. Simple. Then you won't be offended. Instead, you'll sit and watch it and then report it to Facebook. And I got a couple little cronies out there that would just do it to do it anyways. And then, oh my God, I'm offended. Well, instead of Facebook having a set of balls, say, well, here's a smart idea. Don't watch it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you know, no, oh, you're offending somebody. Yeah, whatever. Y'all have a good night. God bless America.
And we'll be back at some point, sometime, somehow. Later.
Bye.
Bye.